This is kind of sad. It really is. Talk about a parent who misguides their children and leads them into prison. Well, here's the story. A man from Delaware who stormed the Capitol on January 6, 2021, with his Confederate-toting daddy, Confederate flag-toting daddy from Delaware. Yeah. Anyway, the son, who's 24 years old, was sentenced yesterday to 2 years in prison. His name is Hunter Seyfried. Hunter Seyfried. He's 24. And he was convicted alongside his dad of felony and misdemeanor charges by the U.S. District Judge there. The old man, Kevin, and the misguided son, Hunter, asked for a bench trial, which is, decided by a judge rather than a jury. So, according to the story, Daddy and his son traveled to D.C. from their home in Laurel, Delaware, to hear Trump's speech on January 6th. And they were among the first scumfuckers to approach the U.S. Capitol near the Senate wing door, according to prosecutors. How do they know this? Because they have video. These fuckers all these people took so much video. I mean, there's just tons of it. Look at me. I'm overthrowing the government. After watching other rioters use a police shield and a wooden plank to break open a window, Hunter, the boy, used a gloved fist to clear a large shard of glass in one of the broken window panes. And the judge found that 2 other rioters had destroyed the window before Seyfried cleared the piece of glass, but no matter. And there were widely published photographs showing Kevin, the old man, carrying that Confederate battle flag inside the Capitol after he and his boy, who was then 22, entered the building through a broken window. Ta-da! Now, an email seeking comment was sent on Monday to an attorney for Hunter. Hunter had asked for probation and home detention. Just don't put me in prison. They'll do things to me in prison. I'm only 24 and I have a little round butt. And oh my God, I'm so afraid. His lawyer wrote in court papers that his client, little Hunter, only went to the Capitol that day because his daddy pushed him to join. And the lawyer said that, Hunter carried no weapons and he didn't hurt anyone. He didn't threaten anyone. You fucking liar. He threatened me, Mr. Fucked Up Lawyer. I felt threatened by these scum, including your boy Hunter. Hunter's attorney said, quote, January 6th is a day that is forever etched in Hunter's mind and one he wishes he could relive so that he could set things right. End quote. Oh, really? Hunter wishes he could set things right? Oh, you'll get things set right when you go to prison, boy. Oh, my God. The old man is scheduled to be sentenced in January, but Hunter was sentenced on Monday to 2 years behind bars. And both of these scum bastards were convicted of felonies. The judge also convicted Daddy and his fucked up son of misdemeanor charges that they engaged in disorderly conduct. But he acquitted Hunter of other misdemeanor charges. Now, these 2 pissants are among about 900 people who have been charged with federal crimes related to the mob attack to overthrow the government on January 6th. 900 people have been charged. More than 420 of them have already pleaded guilty, most of them to misdemeanor offenses. And roughly 300 of these scum filth have been sentenced. The sentences range from probation to 10 years behind bars. And there are still trials ongoing. And, I made my position very clear. If it was somebody like Hunter and his pissy dad who took a Confederate battle flag into the Capitol, I would just take away their citizenship, buy them a ticket on a slow-moving boat to some other country and say, get the fuck out of here. You want to overthrow the country? Okay, here, do this. Leave, asshole. But I'm very harsh in my judgments, right? Very harsh. Yeah, I've discovered that about me. Ever since the January 6th convulsion in this country, I've discovered that there is an attitude inside of me about certain offenses. I've made this clear over 35 years of being in broadcast, that someone who violates children or kills children, it should be all the protections afforded by the Constitution should be given them. All the appeals available should be given them. But if they're found guilty and the guilty verdict is upheld and there is no doubt as to their murder of an innocent child, then death, as fucking quick as you can do it, to kill that kind of innocence of a child, to rape a child and then murder her or him, is beyond anything that I'm capable of dealing with on a logical, emotional, rational basis. I can't. I am consumed with the kind of hatred and rage and shock and terror that kind of a criminal represents. And a very close second to that is people who would overthrow the government of the United States, who would cause other people to die, who would believe in a philosophy that says we're not going to use the democratic systems available to us to change the government. We're not going to work for candidates. We're not going to vote. We're not going to organize other voters. We're not going to educate ourselves on the issues and work for those issues. No, we're not going to do any of that. We're going to arm up and try to kill people and overthrow the government. Okay. I'll stop short of the death penalty for those folks, although I have said bring out the guillotines. But life in prison with no fucking possibility, even a whisper of parole. You made your choice, assholes. You tried to overthrow the government with violence because you were led by a Christian terrorist fuck named Donald Trump. Okay, you lost. Doesn't it say in some text the wages of sin are death? Or something to that effect? Ooh. Well, those old Hebrews, they wrote some pretty strict shit into their law, didn't they? Hi, Truth Seekers. Mike Malloy here. As you know, we've switched formats and are now broadcast exclusively on the Progressive Voices Network. So that means you get fewer program interruptions, no corporate commercials, and lots of profanity. But our format change also means some of our radio listeners no longer hear the program. It's been a while since I mentioned our podcasts, so you may have forgotten that there is a way to listen to this program anytime you need a good dose of screaming. Visit MikeMalloy.com and subscribe to our podcast. As a podcast subscriber, you can download the program to your mobile device and take me with you wherever you go. And if you have a friend who needs a dose of truth-seeking, you can give a gift subscription as well. That's MikeMalloy.com, and never miss a minute of the uncensored fun and frivolity.